Good morning, folks. Welcome back. It's a beautiful day. Oh, God, I'm a lucky boy. This is the A49, and I'm just entering into a traffic jam. It's been an interesting few days. Easter's been and gone. I hope you've all had a cracking Easter. I went down to Cornwall with my children, which was beautiful. Weather wasn't so spectacular, but my parents who live in Cornwall had a great time with the little people. Obviously 4-day weekend, so got back to work yesterday being Tuesday. And did a bit of running around locally, a couple of runs to Stoke-on-Trent, and then collected a load for Newport, South Wales. So ran down as far as Monmouth Services, stopped there overnight, good night's sleep. Only about 20 minutes away from my drop, so had a nice late start this morning. Got tipped nice and quickly, and we're now heading back north. It's a beautiful day. I mean, some of the scenery that we've been driving through, hopefully if this traffic gets out of the way, I'll be able to show you a bit more. Right, well, we're through the traffic now, so time to get on with it. We're going to head up the road to Ellesmere Port, swap this trailer out, pick up a different one, head over towards Manchester for a quick trailer swap, and then head back. Don't quite know what's happening after that, but I'm sure somebody will tell me when I get there. It's just beautiful driving through this countryside on such a nice day. It does make a big difference when the weather comes nice, lifts the spirits. So I had a boo-boo whilst I was away. I was trying to get some nice footage with the drone, and whilst we were at the beach, of the waves rolling in. I was having great fun actually, and the drone was flying well and all was going good. And the kids were playing in the surf. It was just a lovely family day actually. And yeah, guess what? The drone got taken out by a seagull. Not a happy boy. So I've had to order all the bits to sort that out. Hopefully they should have arrived by now, but we'll find out when we get home. This route takes me directly past my house. So, and there's a lay-by conveniently placed right outside the access to my house. So I'm going to park in there. I've got to take a half-hour break by the time I get there. So I'll have half an hour at home just to sort some stuff out. Maybe even get a shower as well. Woo! That'll be exciting. Get my life a little bit straightened up, and then yeah, crack on with the rest of the day. Hi folks, well, we've jumped forwards a couple of days now. I had a fairly boring couple of days, nothing really interesting to show you. However, this little job we're on is a bit more interesting. So by the time this goes out, the fight will have happened and we'll have the answers. However, right now, I have got an unusual trailer with an unusual load, and I'm going somewhere unusual for me. So, what's the score? The score is this. I have got a cut down curtain sider, dual axle, that has a load of staging equipment on it. So, gantry equipment, which is going into Wembley Arena for the boxing at the weekend. It's been a good day. It's been a long day. Currently just about to go into London, and when I say into London, we're heading into Wimbledon. Wimbledon? I don't know why I keep doing that. I mean Wembley, but I keep saying Wimbledon. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. I think one of my brain cells has got lost somewhere or something. What a cracking sunset this evening though. It's beautiful. Even for London it looks beautiful. Not a big fan of London, I find it hard work. I do don't really mind driving around it, but don't like living down in this area. Too many people. I need the countryside for me. So, give the family a toot. Anyway, so we're going to stay heading in on the North Circular, heading west. Funnily enough, big sign that says Wembley up there. Today I am, where am I? Well, I'm a bit south of Glasgow and I'm just heading on to the 702 to head over into the borders. For those of you who don't know what the borders of Scotland. So right up north we have a load of animal feed on, and we're heading up to go and get this tipped, and then we'll be coming. So we've gone up the west coast, west side of the country, up the M6, A74, etc., We're now crossing over and we're going to head into the borders of Scotland. It's all good. So you'll notice there's not been many uploads recently. Basically, I've not been happy with the material I've been recording. So although I've been recording stuff, it's not been up to scratch. So in here is all sorts of bits and pieces, including the trip into doing Wembley for the boxing, which was really interesting. Getting into Wembley was interesting, and obviously the heights and the space underneath Wembley, driving through to get onto the pitch, was quite interesting. However, really good fun, and we also got the chance to see the boxing, which was pretty cool. Boxing's not my thing, but I have to say I enjoyed the atmosphere. The atmosphere was electric, so that was good. The elephant in the room, my truck. So for the last couple of years I have had UNZ, which was the registration of my beloved XF 460. She was on a 64 plate, 2014, and she's had her problems in the past. We had the clutch go, and then we've had various other little issues like speed control and all that kind of stuff. And then when I went away to Skye, which you saw a couple of pictures of in there, and the footage from climbing up the Collins. Discovered, well, I didn't discover, I parked the truck up and she was working okay. The boss used her whilst his truck was being sign written, and the turbo died, or rather the turbo actuator died. So she went into the workshops to be repaired. They put a new turbo actuator on, still no power. Discovered there was an issue with the turbo, still not powered, and we were also getting massive issues with the fuel pump. Kept flagging up engine management light, serious lack of power, what have you. That truck had done nigh on 900,000 K, I think it was just a bit over 900,000 K, and it was giving me problems, consistently giving problems. Now the team at the workshops, who are brilliant at fixing stuff, fix it every time, but it's the inconvenience of it going down that's the nightmare. And it's trying to predict which bit's going to go wrong next. So we've taken a bit of a decision, and I got a new truck. So this one has got lots of sensors on it. I'll turn that off for the minute, I think, because there's not much point in having it on. I'm driving A roads. Right, so this one is an 18 plate. It's a 480, so it's the newer model. It's very quiet, it's very comfortable. It's got a few more toys in here. We've got the lane departure system, which you just heard. We've got a 3-stage exhaust brake on a stalk, which is nice. On the 460, I only had a single stage, which was on the stalk or on the foot pedal. So yeah, 3 stage is nice. I do use it. Getting used to it, because my old one had a foot stop, like a foot pedal on the footrest, which was really nice and handy. This one doesn't. So it's all on the stalk, so I have to remember to use it. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to it, but I will do. And God, this scenery is beautiful up here. So it's got that, it's got the inbuilt sat nav, it's got the Bluetooth setup on it, so I don't have to use earphones all the time. That's quite nice. What else have we got on here? We've got inbuilt fridge and a underlocker down here rather than a retrofit. That's an absolute godsend. I can't tell you how much I like that. It's yet to fit my inverter. Haven't quite got that far yet. Haven't got that far yet, but I'll get there. It won't be too long till I get that fitted. CB's not in yet. That's another job that's got to be done. It was sort of a bit of pandemonium on Monday, because the story with this truck is this was the boss's truck, and he'd only just had the sign writing done on it, and it was all looking up to his spec, and it was, yeah, he was kind of pleased with it, as you can imagine. And then mine decided to give up, and in the maelstrom of trying to get me sorted with a truck that is a bit more reliable, we sort of slightly gave up, and the boss of the office has given me this one to run now. So I'm kind of pleased. I think she's kind of cute. You tell me what you think. There's some footage of outside. Yeah, so I'm pleased with this. It's comfortable, it's quiet. My gosh, it's quiet. I have driven this a couple of times in the past when when my truck was in, having work done on it. But I have to say, I'm very pleased that I'm going to be able to make it my own. The only thing that's a little bit frustrating at this point, and I am sorting it, is the bunk's been removed from above the bed, which is great for sitting in the bunk, on the bed and what have you, to bang my head in the mornings, that kind of stuff. That's quite nice. However, I have virtually no storage. I only have the 3 small lockets in the front, and then a couple of spaces underneath and a little pull out on the side, so you can probably see my bag is still over in the corner over there. So we've been looking for some lockers, but because this is the low cab, they're not readily available. Loads of lockers available for the super space for the back, but for the low cab, not so much. Well, it's been a fun day so far today. I've had a great time actually. I've been run up through the borders. We went north, right on up, and then came down the A7 and the A68, and just on the A1M now. Heading south, it's about 7 o'clock in the evening. Go and get myself parked up, not a million miles away from my collection tomorrow morning. So yeah, picking up more animal feed. Take back down to, where am I going? Shropshire. Well, Prees, not a million miles away from the yard. Let's go and get that done. Should be a fairly interesting day today. We've got 3 collections to do on the way back, 3 different sites. This load's always interesting, just purely and simply because sometimes trying to get it onto the truck can be interesting. Sometimes it's oversubscribed. So yeah, we'll have fun and games with that. First collection's going to be Massam, so we'll try for that. nice and early. The front of the truck is now what can only be described as a horrendous bug graveyard. Coming down the A7 through the borders is beautiful, but God, the amount of bugs and rubbish that gets strapped to the front of the truck is just horrendous. But it was a beautiful drive, really enjoyed it. Needed to take a break just outside Morpeth, so I popped in to see some old friends, Stephen and his wife Diana, who are lovely people. Nice to catch up with them, haven't seen them in years. So yeah, it's been a really good day, and generally on the whole it's been fairly smooth sailing, to be honest. It's a fair old distance we've covered. Won't quite make a 10-hour drive today. I have to stop before that, just purely and simply because the time frames we're working to. But should get us going nice and early tomorrow. Yeah, I've got a lot of sorting out in the truck to do. Things like the inverters still to fit, and CB. Was going to try and do those during my break today, but just didn't happen. I've got the kit to do it, so we'll have a go at that later on. Need to get the inverter sorted more than anything, because I can't run my microwave yet. So we'll get that done. The microwave's in the locker, but I need to make a framework from underneath it so it sits up a little bit so I can get the door open. That always helps. Good. But yeah, all in all, it's been a fairly good day today. The more I get to drive this truck, the more I'm enjoying it. Oh, hey up. That was a pigeon. What the? Went under a bridge and there was a pigeon. There's nothing in front of me. Very weird. That was the anti-impact alarm. Don't quite know what it picked up. Let's see if it does it again here. It might do. Let's see. No? Don't know. Very bizarre. Oh well, it is a DAF. You've got to get used to their idiosyncrasies. So, anyway. Yeah, roads have been fairly quiet, a little bit slow around Team Valley in Newcastle, A1M, but overall it's been pretty good really. And this eldest truck is just not letting me through. Don't quite know why. He's obviously got one on him. Oh, thank you very much, there we go, finally. Anyway, so all in all, pretty good day really.